I'll show you the darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And I want to know who the husband of Daisy Watson is.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Q&A with Lleyton, director of New Movie Madness.
Hello Facebook, what's going on?
So I've got some questions here for you later.
Rightio, let's hit them started.
When did you have your first idea for the Movie Madness?
Ooh, good question, Henry. Yeah, the idea started way back in late December. I was trying to figure out what idea. There was two movies on the hand. I was trying to figure out what movie I was going to do, and I wrote drafts for both of them. And yeah, the madness came on just an idea from in my head. Like, what happens if you lost something? You got to try and find it again. And yeah, ever since I think we wrote about 3 or 4 drafts of the movie, and yeah, and we wrote it from there, late December.
Late December?
Yeah.
So you did most of your filming from late December, early September. So why did you do most of your filming during winter?
Good question.
Sorry, summer.
So, I was thinking, yeah, well, we filmed during the summer because, some of you may know, we shot at Terrigal Beach on the Central Coast, so we wanted to get some sense of feeling, which you see in the trailers, the footprints and the rocks and the waves, that how we could wipe a memory out of the head will be like a wave, or sort of like just a wash. So we did some shooting there in late December last year, and then afterwards we started shooting the whole thing in January because I kind of knew the Blue Healer was on the April Super Bowl radio. We'll get a few months of editing, sweet. Until after because we started shoot on one day of 4 shooting hopefully most scenes you'll see in the film on Friday. And we kind of realised it was in September. So we're like, radio, we'll leave another day of shooting pickups or whatever we're going to do with this film idea.
Alrighty. So in the film you feature a guy called Jasper Lleyton. Phineas McNary and Anna Atkinson.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy working with them?
Look, those 3 are the actors, and I absolutely love them, working with them, every single one. Even like all my scenes in this movie I've done work with them. So yeah, I like, as a director, you really love drawing with actors, and Phoenix is absolutely fabulous in her bit. You'll see it on Friday, and also Anna is also fabulous in how she like acts a scene and like knows what to do. But one of my favourite actors I really enjoyed working with was Jasper Lleyton. I wonder if he's watching now, but anyway, he was such an actor you got along with very well. Like, there's a lot of scenes I had to work with him and get these angle shots and get the acting right. And as an actor, he'll ask a lot of questions, and I just say, just go for it, you know, like with the emotion. And I remember one scene with him, it became such a great, all of them, this is not to one, but all of the actors were absolutely fabulous to work with during this production.
Alrighty. What sort of audiences do you expect to get out of this movie?
Look, everyone who's watching this now, when you go and watch it on Friday, you are going to be surprised. This is a very different movie to any other ones I have seen, so prepare for some awesome and big excitements.
So in the film, for the first time ever,
Yeah.
of the Lleyton Studios film.
Yeah.
You shot outside of the Upper Hunter.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
So yeah, what I said before, we shot in late December, and I think the reason we wanted to shoot outside the Upper Hunter, well, we wanted to do something different instead of shooting around the area, but like, I think like also in this group we needed somehow some other scenes to like swipe and forget, like learn about Jasper's characters, like the past and what happened on the beach and how he lost his memory. So we had this idea like, right, let's think about this. What's a way that we can forget a memory from a head? And I think just the waves we thought of, sand goes to the beach, if you go like seaway, it goes whatever to the beach, and just it's like a swipe sort of. So yeah, the idea came from that, and then so I was there after Christmas at Terrigal Beach, and I just had an iPhone, which most of the footage was on, and just shot on the beach with the water and everything, and I see a bird, great pigeon, boom, down, and we got some awesome footage. But the first draft was like 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the movie, and unfortunately I couldn't put some of the stuff in because they were so good, but the time of the festival was 7 minutes, so it was just really, really hard to put stuff in, but yeah.
Yeah. So you said on one of your Facebook posts that this is the best movie you've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you say that?
What I said before, it's really exciting. One of the best films I have actually made, I think. It all depends what you guys think of the film when you see it on Friday. But yeah, the reason I said that, because I think this is one of the films I love the screenplay and I love the writing of it compared to Dawn the Hashtag was good, but there was a lot of visual effects me and Jared had to do in this film compared to this one, which we were thinking when we did it before, we like, right, we don't want too much of that one because I think the Blue Healer judges and that were mostly on the cinematography outside environment and green screen and that. And then Day was also the same thing, good story, and it got people up. But I think this movie, when you go and see it, it's not going to be like an ordinary story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's going to be, you'll find bits and clues in the film until you figure out the whole plot line, story, what's happening. That's why in the trailers, we're not trying to spoil anything in the trailers, but we're trying to get you the idea to go and watch it, also to not spoil what's going to happen as well, which you don't really understand the story in the trailer. But yeah, it's absolutely fabulous.
So you kept on saying in the movie how it's about someone who's lost their memory and lost stuff.
Yeah.
Could you like elaborate that on a bit more?
So I can't put any more spoilers because you'll see it on Friday, but it's pretty much a guy who's trying to find his wife again. Obviously, like, you lost your memory. I think some people have just lost their entire memory and they have to re-find it again. And I think this story talks about the same type of story about wakes up, doesn't know anything, and he just has to go and find this story about what's been happening in that. But you'll see most of that on Friday, how he lost it, how he redone it and find it again.
Alrighty. What was the costuming like for?
Sorry? The costuming for the film. Yeah, there was, I think I was actually I didn't really mind what the people wear. I think it was Jasper was the only person I was like, rightio, you gotta wear this, oh look, here we are, you gotta wear those pants. Sorry you guys are going live, but surely you've seen the post, that's all. So you have to wear the pants, wear the shirt, and other than that, I think I just told the other actors to go, right, casual clothes, nice dress, something that suits the character, which I'll be like on the set when I walk home, sweet, let's start shooting. But yeah, absolutely, it's awesome.
So why did you care about Jasper's?
Because I think like he's the main guy in the whole movie, and I really want something that was sort of like a fadey colour, because he's just a lost man and doesn't know what to do and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I really wanted like a colour sort of like, that's why I got the red pants and the backpack there. Like, how was he like lost as his character, but also make him more like he's like in a lost world sort of. One funny story about that, because originally in the film, because I was part of the All Shook Up musical, and he was also in the musical as well, that he had a beard, and we're thinking, right, alrighty, this is going to be so good for the character. With the beard, it would just be lost and that. And then, unfortunately, it was the day before filming, and we had to get like photos done for the musical with the program and that, and he had to shave it off, unfortunately. So
That's unfortunate.
yeah, so I was like, dang it, mate. And I was like, oh, anyway, all we care is about your acting and your emotion, your face, and everything else. So you're pretty sweet and cool with that one.
So in the movie, it's got soundtracks.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind those soundtracks?
Good question. The soundtrack, the soundtrack comes out Saturday, by the way, when Madness comes out. The soundtrack was sort of the idea, theme of like, we tried to organise like as the themes for the characters. Like obviously characters are important with the movie, and so we try to develop it like as the characters as well. But the other problem is also, because some scenes we have there's no talking at all, it just shows the emotion in the face, so we have to get the right setting, what it is, the emotion of the character and the face, what's going on. And when you go and see the movie, there's an awesome track called Madness, which just goes deep, under and up and everything else. And I think we didn't do really much for heaps of characters this time compared to Dawn the Hashtag and Dave Campbell's Corner, because I think Jassel was just the main guy who was doing all the set and doing all the work. But yeah, I think he was the only guy we did the memories of, and then there was another thing we did through his past, so we got the feeling what he's doing, what he's like. And then the guy in the white mask, which some of you may know in the trailers, we also did a theme for him, because you will see on Friday what is going to happen.
So was it harder to make this film track or make the music for this film than all the other films you've made?
It was actually really hard to make the soundtrack for this film, because like you didn't want to write any more copyrights as well, because you could do with that issue, and that's why we make our own music getting other ones, because we have to deal with the copyright issue and permission, that sort of stuff. And also, yeah, like all the music I make for Dawn the Hashtag and Dave Campbell's Corner and all the other etc. movie soundtracks I do, they were like a bit hard, because you had the same music and theme and like violins, and you didn't want to do that at all. Like I was used to using orchestrated like violins, like in everything pretty much from there, just to get, because it had the good emotion. But this year was pretty good, because we used some of that. We also used a harp for one bit and a guitar for another. But yeah, it was actually really hard doing the soundtrack. I think I only had a few weeks, because usually in a movie you'll get all the visual effects first and then the soundtrack second. But during the process we had the visual effects weren't sort of not done yet, so we had to do the soundtrack first, so we know what we do with the footage, and just cut a scene up, chuck that to a music program and record the music and chuck back in the movie.
Alrighty. In one of your Facebook posts, there was a post about you shooting some stuff on a green screen shooting D. Was it hard doing green screen effects for this movie?
Yeah, it was hard, but it wasn't hard. Like, because Jared, who's always done my visual effects, he done Dawn the Hashtag. He didn't do such as much this year for the effects. So I did most of the visual effects works, but like he came and did a bit of screenwriting, and also a bit of scene work, which we originally had. We actually went to the cemetery and did a few green screen tests up there for one of the scenes, which we'll find out. But unfortunately, it got deleted. So we had to find another way of... also, like, because what you said about the post, it's the first time this year we shot on Studio D, which is, that we call it Dave Campbell's Corner, but D for short, because it's the first film we made. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing to shoot there, and of course they're all my scenes, so there was another cameraman there just shooting there, and we had like a map, like it felt like a studio having one green screen there sort of, if you might have seen the photo, but yeah, and it was hard because when you shoot on green, like sometimes it's hard for actors to shoot on green screen because you don't know the drawing set up and what we're doing, and I think that's the trouble we had with Anna and Liam last year when we shot the hashtag movie. But yeah, it's been absolutely amazing doing that, and there weren't much effects at all, especially with I won't say what scene was shot on the green screen, but on Friday you will witness how what's on the green screen and what the effects are, because some of the visual effects we done on the characters were really hard, especially with the eyes and like the bit of the colour in the scene as well.
So just to take it back to earlier on when I said you shot outside the Upper Hunter, was it hard to get everyone and all the equipment up there?
Sort of, not really, because we wanted to shoot the outside with all the paths, so pretty much, well, it would have been an issue. We had so many cast members travelling up there and they had schedule conflicts and whatever they had. But no, not really, because you probably see in the trailer so far, it's just like moving in waves and everything else. So it wasn't that hard at all doing shooting out there, and obviously if we needed a foot or something, it would be like my foot, so it'd be like radio 1, 2, or I'd be like making footprints and go down, up, or sort of like that. But yeah, it's absolutely been amazing doing the movie and doing those visual effects as well.
Alright, so is there any, apart from the soundtrack, shooting outside the Upper Hunter, is there any other stuff you've tried different with this film?
Good question. There's other than shooting the Upper Hunter and the visual effects. It's also one of the movies, I reckon, from the festival, but also, from my opinion, for all my movies, that's going to be very, very different to any of my other movies you've ever seen. And also, I watched a few so far in the Bleed Hitler, but compared to Madness, you are going to witness something really different, a little bit dark as well, but also very different to any other movie that you ever see, with the story as well. I think it's most of the story, because you get bits of clues and then you'll find out at the end, you go, oh wow, that makes all sense now.
So as you said just before, you said it was a little bit dark.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I think I think the story is a little bit dark as well, like how, like the backs, like sort of not the backstory, but like you'll see in the movie why it's dark and about Jasper's character and like how he became a person, and it goes a bit dark from there. And I think when I was trying to write this script, like new ideas came into my head bigger and bigger. And like I sort of want this movie to be dark, but also not a movie that I want people to see as well, because I don't think many people like really dark stories. And I think because The Bleed Hill is also like a family showing night and everything else, we wanted to do a dark story, but not as dark as you'll see it. But yeah, it's been a journey, like a 9-month journey. What I said, making this movie has been,
So with your script writing at the beginning, you said there was 3 copies, free first copies.
Drafts, yeah.
4 free drafts for it. Why did you do the free drafts and then?
Usually when you're in the film business, some people might know you just do drafts all the time, just you add stuff, delete stuff everywhere. The first draft was all about what movie I'm going to do, so I wrote scene description and then wrote all the dialogue in. And then the second draft, I think I added a few more bits in as well, and also delete a few bits in because it didn't make sense at all in doing that. And then the third draft was just final checks, add a little bit of dialogue or delete a little bit of dialogue. I think that's always the last bit. And then there's also you don't just write the drafts as well. You get on set and you change some of the stuff as well. There's a scene with Jasper and Phoenix at one stage in the movie, and we had to change a little bit of dialogue for that because we didn't really want it. And I remember we didn't have one scene in the movie, and I was doing just a cut, and it was 5 minutes, and we had it would have been 5 minutes of footage for one scene, and we kind of had to delete heaps of dialogue for that one. Well, dialogue wouldn't make sense in the story. And the other problem was that we had, like what I said before, our first draft of the movie was 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Our problem was too that we couldn't delete footage that won't make sense. So we deleted one bit of the story, then it's not going to be as a good movie because you don't know what happened, obviously.
Alright.
But yeah, so it took me 5 hours, or even more than that, just to cut tiny bits, rewatch the whole thing, cut it up to make it 7 minutes. But I think we got away with the 6 minute over point. But yeah, like I'm really like, what can you do with a movie that you want the story to make sense and that sort of stuff? And I think I'm sorry for people who are going to watch this, but the credits only go for 2 seconds because we are trying to people to do it, but also it was either a really hard decision to go, right, you want to cut bits of story people won't understand, or make the credits more shorter, so we just made the credits short.
Alright, for the people that don't know, you said your film was featuring Friday night.
Yeah.
When and where is that?
So, the world premiere, I should say, of Madness will be coming 5:30, Highbrook Park, Muswellbrook, at the showing of the Blue Hill Film Festival. Not only that, there'll be other movies who also entered as well. But I think with the Lleyton Studios page and everything else, we're trying to promote Madness. So yeah, so come along Friday night, vote for People's Choice Award, because on that night is the only night you can vote for People's Choice Awards for. So please come along if you can. You can meet myself and Phoenix McInerney, who also stars in this film, on the Friday night, or even Saturday night even. So yeah, pretty good.
So Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night, come along.
Time?
If you can't, it's all good, because we'll be Facebooking live as well on the night. Just not with the short films going because due to copyright reason, but we'll be there live if you can't come on the Friday night. And also Madness will be out between 5:30 to 8 PM on the Friday night, probably 5 to 15 minutes after the screening. So you'll be right on track, watch the movie straight away after the screening.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, this question is from the audience. Or from people watching.
Hello
this live.
Facebook again, how you going? So, we got some questions I heard, is that right with the Facebook thing?
Other questions?
Well, let's have a look. There's a person at Donna Fitzgerald, I know that boy. What's up, man? No? I heard talking to some people and they said they're really hyped about this, the Q&A and everything else. So anyone has any questions, please comment below, because we wouldn't mind, and we can answer every question you want us to, except any spoilers in the film.
No spoilers, people.
Yeah, so this is a spoiler-free thing, so please don't.
Don't be scared.
Because the guy in the white mask might come.
So you keep mentioning this guy in the white mask.
Yeah.
You can say, what role does he play in the movie?
I play the guy in the white mask, I can say that, because there's people going around saying I'm the guy in the white mask. He's a role, he's the villain of the movie, make it that way. And the reason we haven't mentioned him as much, because he's a big role, he's a big story role in the movie, which you'll see on Friday, how he goes around and everything else. And he's all about the darkness, so that was one other half of the story as well, that we wanted to make him dark and sort of, and the costuming for the movie for him was such good, because we're worried about, we want to make him dark, we want to have a hat on him, a white mask, and black eyes as well. So we came with a good idea to have like a suit on, because I was wearing this mask and everything, and we came with a good idea. Instead of covering my eyes so I couldn't really see, we decided to put a bit of bottom black duct tape around his eyes, and also I chucked the black pair of sunnies on, so I had the black sunnies on, the mask and the hat. And I'll be I'm glad there wasn't much walking in me, I was just standing still, getting close-ups, whatever. And yeah, when we shot that, I was just boom, speak, And plus, with the nightmare, like, you gotta get, like, as a director, you need to get someone that has a deep voice and a dark voice and who can actually act it out, not like a really high pitch. And I think with the movie as well, we wanted to, and then to get more dark in the character, and that's like why darkness is going on, and also the madness. That's why we call it madness, because a journey to find his memory again and trying to find his wife. You could be mad, and in the movie we explain, like, there's many different types of madness you can do, but in this one we don't explain this madness as much, and yeah, we just really wanted to explain it. But back to the guy in the mask again. The visual effects for him were hard, like especially the close-ups of him, because I mentioned about the eyes, and that we wanted to make him pitch black, like you couldn't even see his eyes, and he's just like some fantasy monster. And with close-ups, it's really hard. I think it took like 2 hours, I think, to just get the colour in the eye and also a bit of the shadow underneath as well. And then, yeah, I think the eye colour was one of the main things in the movie. That it took a lot of work in the visual effects, and I think that's why when we did the score, or the soundtrack, filmmakers terms the score, we wanted to, we didn't do all the eye effects yet, and then so, like, from a distance it will be fine, but when you do it closer, it's got to be easy. You can see the sticky tape, you can see the glasses, so you really need to do a bit of work on that.
So, the people that helped you with this film, do they know what's going on with it, or do they just know little bits? Or do they know
Well, exactly, we were going to give them little bits of the script. I think Phoenix McKinney is the only person who only gave her a bit of the script. Because Jasper Hayden is in every scene in the movie, we can't really give him a little bit of the script. Yeah, Anna knows little bits of the script as well. They don't know at all the one big spoiler in the movie, so no one except Jasper and Jared and myself are the only people who know what happens in the movie. So yeah, none of them don't even know until they see it on Friday. So
there's only 3 people in the whole world that know the entirety of the movie.
Pretty much know the ending, know everything what happens in the story. So yeah, Friday night, watch it or watch it whatever, because it's going to be exciting and also scary and all the other emotions you'll get seeing in this film.
Don't forget, people, just to comment down below if you have any questions to ask Lleyton here.
Yeah, we only got 15 minutes, so anyone has any questions, just comment them up, and yeah, we'll see what's happening. Any more questions? Say anything about any more movies you want.
So as a what inspired you to be a director?
Good question. I think I always, I remember when I was little, I always loved drama and I always liked acting. I still love doing it now, but as I'm doing it, and I still remember one stage of when I was doing it, my parents told me this filmmaking program you can do, and I remember going to, I don't know if you guys been to any athletics carnivals around Australia, but there's one called the 100 Track Classic they have every year in January, and because my uncle was a professional athlete coach and he teaches Melissa Green and Laura Bowden, I went there and I filmed this little footage trailer for him, and he absolutely loved it. He actually put it on his website, and I think it just came to the start with me making these little trailers with actually movies, and then afterwards the big Year 6 movie, which I think most of us started in that one, became a success for me, and then ever since I just kept writing until the day Campus Corner came up and we went off that and started shooting that movie again. And for the people who love the movie series, I wish I could do a sequel to that one. If you don't know, it was either Madness or the sequel to A Day of Campus Corner coming, and we just didn't think it would suit as well with the reduction in the cast as well between Anna and I doing the role. But trust me, we have wrote a script. We wrote several scripts for the sequels. I don't know you guys remember Killer in the Tower. I think we wrote straight after Day Campbell's Corner, which I think most of you may know. It's like we say it will be like a feature film because it's a 40-page script. But yeah, I think we're about to shoot it, and we don't think we can get a chance to do it because their cast and like the conflicts with schedules they're doing, and I think it just never be made at all. But trust me, I think there'll be some time we'll release the script online or something because it's absolutely a great script when we did it until my computer deleted most of them. But we've got rough drafts so we can actually scan them. But yeah.
So, you got any other movies in production that you can tell the wide world?
Production. I can't say. Well, we got An Unexpected Journey coming in November, which stars Dominic Fitzgerald, Jasper Hayden again with a smaller role, Brad Cook, Hamish Norton, and there's a few. I think you got a cameo in the film too. You got a cameo in the film as well, and yeah, it's pretty much about a guy. It's about the true story of Peter Jackson, who was a Kiwi filmmaker who wanted to go in the film industry, and I won't tell too much because obviously he was a really poor boy. He couldn't get into any other. Well, back then there was no film unis, no film taste, nothing. So he had to work his way up to be the guy who is actually now. But other than that, I can't say anymore. Well, Lleyton Studios now we're in the works for our 2017 and also a little bit of 2018 projects. So we're trying to figure out. But maybe a little surprise might come in the next few weeks. But who knows?
So there are movies in the works?
Yeah, there are movies in the works, but we can't tell no information at all at this moment except Unexpected Journey.
So, in The Unexpected Journey, go a bit off the topic of madness, but in The Unexpected Journey, as you said, it's all about the story behind the Kiwi director.
Yeah.
What really inspired you to do the story of it?
Well, I think as well, Peter Jackson is, I've never met him, but from everyone's filmmaker comments and actors, he's such a great guy and that sort of stuff. And I remember, I think I was 12 or 13 years old, because he was releasing the Hobbit trilogies when he's there, and then a year after, he usually released a extended cut. And in that extended cut, you have 9 hours of footage, like a documentary where for 9 hours, or even 5 actually, of how he made the movie. And I think that idea came to me that he really inspired other filmmakers, especially at my age now, how he made the film and how you get the ideas, and especially with doing the hashtag as well. I struggled a bit directing most of the green screen, and I used to re-watch those again and see how they did it, and I think it gives you ideas for other filmmakers going, oh, I could use that idea, I'll just use that when I shoot this scene and that scene. But yeah, and then so I'll tell you the beginning of the story. So it was early March 2015. We actually want to put it in the Real Film Festival. It was about true story. So Dominic Fitzgerald and Jared Schubert and myself wrote this first draft of this movie, and and we got it from a book as well. So it was based on a book, but also based in a real life true story. So because we knew some of the information, but we didn't know all of it, what happened to build a full story up. But yeah, it came to a story we wrote down, and I think we had so many scenes in the movie, but unfortunately we had to cut them out due to casting conflicts and all the other shooting, because we had also 3 stars who were doing that HSC in the same year. We're shooting in that HSC era, so we couldn't really get the people to come on set, especially Dominic Fitzgerald, who played Peter Jackson. He was doing the HSC at that time. Couldn't get them to come on set, so we had to deal with the footage and rewrite sort of the bit of the story. But we had a scene when Peter got a Star Wars, I think it was Death Star or something, for his birthday, and we had a great emotional scene. We got about the Oscars when he won Best Picture. And I don't know if any of you guys know Australian cinematographer Andrew Nesley, which unfortunately passed away last year. But yeah, we had a scene with him and Pete as well in the scene. And the other thing was, it's a bit hard because Brad Cook's character was Pete's best friend, Pete Hans. So we really had to, when we shot the movie, we had to call Peter and then Pete because we didn't get anyone mixed up as well. So it'd be like, because most people mention Pete Jackson's Pete, so it'd be, so me and Dom most did all the screenwriting, also Jared, but like, be at the end of the words I'll be going through and I'm like, Pete? No, we have to change it to Peter because they're friends, Pete. But yeah, it's absolutely a film I reckon you guys will love, and I can say now it's the longest film I've ever done, and it goes for 16 minutes, so you guys will be really excited.
16 minutes.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that. So any comments from anyone out there?
Well, I've got a few down there, but I'm not quite sure the questions.
No, it's just people joining.
Nice. Anyway, yeah, what's going on, guys? Facebook, any questions? Just comment below. We're here only for 10 minutes, so just chill out, I'm guessing.
But we need someone to write a question.
Commentators online.
One person at least. Just write a question.
Let me ask you a question, Henry.
Yeah?
Did you enjoy being as a cameo on the set of Unexpected Journey last year when we shooting?
I really enjoyed being a part of it because it was really interesting for me and enjoyable. Because it's the first time really I've been a part of Lleyton Studios and actually been in the Lleyton Studios film. Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, also as well, can I just say to all the people when you go and see Madness, Phoenix McInerney, you're amazing actress as well, I should say. But also, I don't know, she's been in cameos, I think in the last two movies, and Unexpected Journey she had a cameo, and Dawn the Hashtag you might have seen as a cameo. And I was just so excited I got her to be in this movie, which I'm really excited. And for her role, there were 6 people we were thinking who would play the role. And it was absolutely a hard decision to pick which person was going to pick, who we were going to choose for the role. It went to 6, then to 5, then to 3, then went down to whatever, to 2 or 1. So yeah. So we're going. Sorry about that, guys.
We just have a stream troller in the moment.
Yeah. Sorry, this is the first time Lleyton Studios has actually done a live stream thing, and because we're just using low technology thing, so we got a bit of.
Literally, it's an iPad.
Yeah.
iPad on the computer.
Yeah. So yeah, really, really interesting, sort of. But yeah, so did you enjoy being, like, you love the locations on the set where we've been and shot?
The locations was very good and interesting.
Yeah.
So where, like, the location in the movie, that movie, it's set in Scone Grammar School, obviously.
Yeah.
We both go to that. Getting into the school after the school chimes or...
yeah, it wasn't hard at all because Pete used to go to school PT, I think that's a pronounced name, I think college, and we tried to, I think Scone Grammar School suited the best because they sort of had that 70s look as well and everything else, and yeah, and there's no issue at all because we just had to email the principal of the school saying, look, we'll be there for a few hours, we want to shoot a scene there, and yeah, and then got back and just said, absolutely, it's all fine. I spoke to him as well after I sent the email, and like, look, at the time as well, like, during, I think some of you guys saw on the Facebook page, before we started to shoot, that Jasper Heaton was the main character, and we had a few class issues about, right, who's going to come, what we're going to do, this part and that part, and yeah, then afterwards, because it was, like, just flogged around on Saturday, Saturday's a sports day, and they all rang me up, and my phone's going off, and I'm like, oh, we can go to set now, my sport's been cancelled, or something's been cancelled. And I'm like, okay, good, and you'll be playing and I said to Jasper, you'd be alright, because I kind of gave Brad Cook the main part and the bottom part. And we were like, yeah, it's fine. And then also we got Henry, and then we got a few other people as well, come to be our extra school extras. And it was a bit weird as well, because everyone from the set, including myself, except Dominic Fitzgerald, was from Scone Grammar School, so we had a little chat, and Dominic was just where the Sir Joey's Aberdeen jump, and he's just like, I've got to represent my school in this film somehow, in some way. But yeah, you'll see in the film because I think it's absolutely amazing. But not only that, we also shot a lot of scenes at Pack Leasing Real Estate, which had to email them and talk to them about shooting there. And yeah, and I think there was Emma's scene and there's a few other scenes in the movie you'll see. And there was no issues with that because we spent a few times reshooting and shooting that scene again with the actors. And also the train, we had a little train ride between Dominic and it was not just Dominic and then and Jared and myself shooting on a train. And it's funny because I rewatched, I was editing on the scenes. I'm like, oh, there's me on the train. I'm also got a part. I'm also in the cameo in these many other scenes. And so yeah, like there was no problem at all. We had to pay for the train. And the funny thing was we got in there, got our seats, and we had to shut this because we had 2 seats. We had 3 seats actually. One, me and Jared, and then Dominic was on the other side of the train with one scene. And the funny thing was we started shooting, and the guy who has the train tickets goes, "You got tickets?" And I'm like, yeah, hang on, here we go. Thank you. Leave. And pretty much, yeah, and you know, it was just a little half an hour Muswell to go and train ride, and that's why we shot. You might have seen in the trailer. We shot a Muswell train station, so we actually go to one place to another and shoot at another place, and it's going on the same day, which it was also my scene. And we shot it at RHM Consulting Engineers, which I just want to thank you for all our businesses as well for shooting at those locations because you guys have been amazing in this film. So if there's any more comics, we only got about 1 minute to go, so please come in, just question.
Not even a question about the movie, just a random question.
Anything about my movies, songs.
Just a random question, someone.
It's all good.
I don't think there's going to be any
Nah,
questions.
it's all good. You want to ask one? Has anyone got questions? It's the final time to do it now. Where's the comment section? There it is. Here we are. Now.
Down there.
Down there.
Down there.
Hello to everyone who's watching.
All 4 people.
4. Oh, that's great. We'll just have to share the post when we're not live. Anyway.
No, we got up to 6.
It's pretty
Got
good.
6
I was too busy just talking away with my
I've been
posters.
I've been staring at that little counter pretty much the whole time.
Alright.
Watching it go up and down, up and down, up and down.
Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in for this live streaming Q&A. I hope you guys go and watch the movie on Friday at Hybrid Park, Musbrook. You also might meet me there, ask heaps of questions, support, anything there. We're looking for support because we're hoping this year, again, to win the People's Choice Award. So come down to Hybrid Park, Musbrook. If you're not, or you are local around the Upper Hunter, come along and support. It'd be absolutely fabulous. There's food provided, there's everything there. If you want more information about the festival, please go bluehealerfilmfest.info. They got heaps of information there, or just follow us on our Facebook, Instagram pages. And yeah, sweet. But thank you guys for tuning in for our Q&A, and I hope I see you guys on Friday. And make sure you tune in the live on Facebook if you can't come on the Blue Healer. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
See ya. Guys, back live again. Unfortunately, due to the technical difficulties, we couldn't see all the questions. So we apologise, but we're answering all the questions now.
We're coming back to answer the questions.
So we both apologise. So we're absolutely sorry we didn't answer the questions. But let's go for the questions now.
So Kyle Marsh.
Kyle, how's it going?
How long did it take you to film Madness?
We shot
Film and produce.
We shot under 2 days of Madness. Actually, a bit more than that with all the location scenes we shot outside the Upper Hunter. Yeah, we shot under 2 days shooting. It took about, I think the first day took about 4 hours and the second day took about 2. And all the location scenes we did differently, so like it all depends on what the weather was and the conditions. So yeah, we did all the location scenes differently and well. But yeah.
Dominic Fitzgerald. How does it compare to your other films?
I think very answered that in the Q&A. Anyway, the story is just fabulous. I said the story about heaps of times, anyway, but it's compared with now from Day Cam's Corner to Madness. It's been Yeah, it's absolutely fabulous, and how we worked the movie, and I think this one's what I said, the best one because of the story as well. So yeah, I think we had a bit more time on this film compared to any of the other films, and yeah, we wanted to develop it so much that it looks so good to be on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noel Fob, what is your next project after Madness? We already addressed this, I'm pretty sure, in the film.
Yeah, I'll address it again. Lleyton Studios is in the works now for what's ever going to be released in 2017, but I expect the journey will be out at the end of October or the beginning of November. We're not unsure with the dates due to the festival already entered in, so tune in to the Facebook and Instagram pages because a release date will be up there. But other than that, we can't tell you any more information about our films in 2017, but maybe a sneaky surprise might happen in the next 2 weeks, but who knows.
Noel Fob again. What is your favourite quote from the movie?
Personally, there's not much talk in the movie, but my favourite quote, because I was playing the guy in the white mask and that as well, was "I show you."
Alright.
Yeah.
Kieran Collison, are
Kieran.
you excited for your project?
I am. I'm seriously excited. I'm like excited because that's why I came here with him to do this Q&A. I'm excited. I'm actually, on Friday night when the film actually gets premiered, I can actually tell people what the movie is and what it's all about, and talk to me what about the movie and how they liked it or not, and I'm just really excited for it.
Alright. And there's no more questions apart from Dominic Fitzgerald again
Hey,
saying, can you see your questions?
I'm sorry. We both of us apologise. We couldn't really see the questions down there.
The questions didn't come up on the thing.
Yeah, so we absolutely apologise, and it won't happen again when we go live. But trust me, I'll be having a live thing following me around and everywhere else. So everyone, we officially apologise for the questions, and I can understand why there's a few people on my phone which is going off while the questions were going on. So I do apologise for that. But thank you again to everyone who listened to the Q&A. We actually feel so sorry about the questions.
I feel so bad.
Other than that, I'll see you guys on Friday. So
I'll probably be there as well.
Yeah,
So-
well, you want to go watch the movie as well and all the excitement.
I
So
want to see all these salmon and I'm hyped for this movie. I hope everyone else is.
yeah, everyone's excited as well. I think the whole secondary part of the grammar school's excited since she showed them that preview at Chapel.
Yeah, it was a good preview, man.
But despite the way, when we say preview, it's like a trailer. But anyway, see you guys later. All the best.
Any more
everyone.
questions now that we can actually answer them?
Any more questions, people? Because now we can actually live and answer them. It's full online. Hey, viewers, is watching again?
There's people watching this again. So any more actual questions this time?
I think that's about it. Right, guys.
No more questions?
Any takers? Any typing now? Last chance. Sweet.
No, I can't see anymore.
Okay. Unfortunately, now we have to go. We have to go. So all the best, everyone, and yeah, thank you for watching again. We're still apologising about the questions. So thank you for watching, guys, and we'll hopefully answer your questions to you. If you have any more comments, anything, please comment down the page. We'll try and answer them if we can. And yeah, thank you guys.
See you guys.
I'll see you on Friday.